Day one of the Coventry GT. We are on our way. It's very early in the morning. I'm joined with the one and only Stephen Box.
I like your intro. It's very robotic, Jordan.
It is very robotic. Look, it's early in the morning. Okay.
It is day one.
It is
Coventry.
day one. Well,
you can't get the staff, can you?
Well, I can't be hyped this early in the morning.
I've got Black Templars.
You've got Templars. I've got Demons. Lee, who is also joining us again, he will be playing against. What's Lee playing against? Votan.
Yeah.
Lee's playing against Votan, and I'm playing against Demons. So this is going to be very interesting. Get to use the new Blood Angel Codex.
My question is, what's mission 1?
Terraform,
and what does that mean?
we're going to start basically doing some actions on some objectives, Steve, and we're going to get some points for basically, you complete the action at the end of your turn, you get 2 points for every round, consequently, after you've done the action on the objective. And then you'll get 4 points for holding each objective.
Nice. Here we are at Coventry, and I'm up against Tony with his Black Templars. His army looks awesome, and I know we're already going to have an absolutely fantastic game. So Tony's rolled higher than me, so he's going first. And yeah, Coventry, let's do this.
So this is Josh, my opponent. We are going to be playing Demons vs Blood Angels. This is going to be an interesting one.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun game. I've not played Demons since like the beginning of the 10th, so that's going to be interesting. But there we go. So we're gonna break the ice and we're gonna play this. But I'll keep you updated throughout the rounds. And yeah, let's have a good game.
Interesting,
Yeah.
Fellow old school friend VT member, and now he plays for Black Crow. We're on Terraform, he's playing Votan. We're both new to these lists. I'm playing the World Eaters. Turn 1, I pulled Area Denial and Overwhelming Force. We just thought, let's go wham, play aggressive. We charged up and tied up this sag there. We tied up these annoying little infiltrators here. Yeah. We've just slapped a Sag there and he blew up. And I managed to re-roll my Feel No Pain Survive on the explosion. So not a bad start. And let's continue this combat.
This is my turn 1 movement. We have pushed out and tried to screen the Demon Hordes as much as possible. The Sangard just sitting pretty in the back here as well. So
Here's the Triumph for St. Celestine. Look at this horde. Just a horde of 3 wound models. They've scout moved. Okay, I like it.
So annoyingly, I had a great turn then in terms of attack. I killed a Sag there. I moved up into the middle and I left him with one of these guys left. And that one guy denied me Area Denial and Overwhelming Force because he rolled 3 6s on a save. So that is pretty unfortunate for me, but let's see what happens. Yeah, I got really lucky with the cards drawn, but unlucky on the fact that he denied me by one little guy who's now trapped me in combat. I rolled so well on the attacks, decimated 2 Sages, and it's just unfortunate that now one model has denied me 2 cards. So burnt. Overwhelming Force was CP end of the game, in the round, and Area Denial will go. So basically, no second of us going into turn 2, but I did manage to terraform 2 objectives, so hopefully they can go off this turn.
Okay, it's been an absolute mash-up in the middle. Tony put 10 Terminators with a 5+ Feel No Pain in the middle, and I put my whole army into it. And Val's unit, I rolled 3 1s for the multi-melters, re-rolled into 3 more 1s. That wasn't the best, but I got it down to just the 1 character left, the Sacrosancts going in, finishing off the last Terminator and surrounding this guy. Killed a couple of scouts as well. And now Tony has just drew Storm Hostile Objectives, Lee's favourite, and Area Denial. And we're into turn 2.
So this is turn 3. We've had a lot of damage on the board. The Sangard are coming out now. Sangard is attacking here. And this is still going on. The Great Unclean One and the Assault Intercessors are fighting at it. But we'll see how this turn goes. If this goes well, this could be the Blood Angels sending the Demons back to the war.
So I've got Cleanser Maximum, Area Denial, Demon Prince is very vulnerable in the middle, but I managed to deny priming now for the turn. I don't have many assets left. I do have a squad of 6 Exalted to come in. And it's turn 2, my opponent's turn 2.
Okay, so that is the end of my game 1, and I've just lost the Demons, 74 to 77. Really, really good game. So Josh, you played that so well, mate. Like it was a rough match. The Sandguard, they went into the Slaaneshi Greater Demon, Keeper of Secrets, that's the one, and just bounced. So 4 pinballs is my weakness I've found already. Let's just hope I don't run into many more of them. But no, it was really good game. I've learned a lot. So on to round 2.
So that concludes game 1, and I had an amazing game, game 1, and yeah, wonderful opponent playing his Black Templars. That was absolutely fantastic. So now I go on to round 2.
So I managed to get a really close win against Paul at the end. There was literally 1 point in it. He basically tabled me. I had only 4 Core Berserkers left, and I managed to just deny him and beat you on the primary game. So 1 point in it. And even though my cards were not so good on my secondaries, I managed to push really aggressive, just deny him, and swings and roundabouts. He's a very, very good player, very close game. I'm now against Josh on stream versus Chaos Demon, so I probably won't record anything here, but I'll try and take some from the live stream and put it into the vlog. Oh, keep my language down now.
So it's round 2, and I'm up against Kit with his Chaos Knights, and there are 13 Chaos Knights, so this can be an awesome game. The army is beautifully painted. Kit's done an amazing job, and yeah, with a first round under my belt, game 2, here we go.
I'm going to be playing Jim and his Grey Knights, and we are playing on Persephone, which is going to be interesting. I've got a lot of units, but the deployment, I have actually tried to keep everything away from objectives. We'll see how this goes. I've gone into another army with quite a few 4 pinballs, so let's just hope I can get through them at least. But yeah, let's see how the new Blood Angels detachment does into Grey Knights. I have gone second, so it's pretty good, pretty good.
Under my turn 1, I did score, bring it down. I managed to kill 2 knights, but there is 11 left, and yeah, I think I'm going to get some heavy losses this turn, but we'll see what I can weather.
Right, end of my turn 2, and the Sandguard have just pushed all the way into these Terminators. We picked up 2 Terminator bricks now. We've killed a Dread Knight, and the board is looking very Blood Angel-y. However, there is a lot still in reserves with their uppy downies, so we'll see how this turn goes, but we have just equaled on kills that turn as well.
Okay, so game 2, I didn't record anything because I was live on stream, and I absolutely got battered. My dice betrayed me, I didn't pull the best of cards, and I've got a really hard game now against one of the best Sororitas players. So it's definitely a learning tournament for me, so we'll see what happens, and yeah, see how it goes. I'm against Angron, fights first, Master Executioner, so it's just one of them. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so that is the end of my game 2, and I've just beat Grey Knights 100 to 57, and wow, I tabled him by the end of the game. The Sandguard actually performed this game, which was good. It was tough, but they managed to I think the Sandguard picked up like 2 Dread Knights, they picked up Drago Squad as well. So I think I'm learning that them going into certain targets, like when they go to higher toughness targets and start winning off 5s, it makes them a bit tougher. Like it means that they kind of flop, because especially what the captain's unit I'm finding is difficult because he's hitting on 3s, whereas Dante's unit's hitting on 2s. Dante himself is also an absolute monster in combat, so he's doing a lot for me, but having the 2 assets, one for advance and charge and do it for free, is actually helping me in my CP spending as well, because there's so many good strats that I want to be using, like the Thorn of Pain or the Armor of Contempt, and yeah, but unfortunately Jim also blew himself up with his Librarian and then rolled a 1 on his next one, so he didn't get his mortals off on the turn where he really needed it, and yeah, it just meant that I was able to just keep killing a couple of units a turn, and I have a lot of units in my list, so it just meant that unfortunately by the end of it he didn't have any assets, because I just traded really well, and the Sandguards performed very well. So scratch the last recording. Sandguard, you're staying in the list, alright? You've done well this game.
So it's round 3, and I'm up against Alex with his Blood Angels. He's got an awesome angelic host army. So super excited to see what this got. All the characters here, the Sanguinor, Mephiston, and Alex is going first. So let's see what happens. It's taken hold. Here we go.
So my round 3, I am playing against Tyranids, Kobe. I'm playing against Tyranids again, mate. But yeah, I'm playing against Ben with his invasion fleet list. No exocrines, so I'm kind of happy about that. But we're gonna have to see how the Sanguinary Guard do into this one, because it's another monster mash. So they're gonna have to pull some weight for me, I think. I have gone first, so we'll see if that helps or is a detriment. I think it's gonna be a detriment. But yeah, so devastation of Baal. Let's see if I can reverse the devastation.
Opponent's turn 1, he played very aggressive, moved up, sent me to Jackal Prison, but I managed to wipe out a squad bar 1 here. It's annoying. We've got the 8-band there, goes into my turn 1, and let's see what I pull. That 4 up, feel no pain, or 4 vulnerable safe on the Demon Prince is pretty brutal. So I draw. Sabotage. And extend battle lines.
This is my turn 1. I've moved on to every single objective. Whether or not this actually works, I don't know, but Steve, you've told me to do this so many times, so this one's for you, mate. Okay, so this is turn 2, and we've effectively moved block yet again. The conga line is still going on, but the Genestealers are coming out to play now. We have lost 6 Sanguinary Guard heroically trying to hold the pass, but we do have another 6 golden boys right here with Dante, the man, and our Fight's First Judicial and his Assault Intercessors. So this is going to be a big turn, I think, so we're going to have to see how this goes.
Eaters versus World Eaters. It's pretty brutal. We're just slapping each other to absolutely oblivion. I've managed to kill quite a lot because I decided to try and ignore Angron and just try and take out some of his assets. He did push me in very well turn 1. Yeah, the Demon Prince isn't looking very alpha with 2 wounds left. I won't fight first with the Demon Prince. No, I won't. Yeah, because you've got the Mo there. So Demon Prince dies his turn. So let's see what happens. And I'll show the battlefield. It's hard to tell what's what for the audience because it's what it is on what it is.
So going into turn 4, the breach, they're slowly getting through it, but Dante is now the last wall with a couple of his Sangard boys just chilling. We've got loads of models over here just still holding objectives. So Sanguinor lost a wing, but he's still holding the objective. And yeah, it's just going to come down to if we can hold this breach for another turn. This is how you pin in Tyranids, okay guys? Alright.
There we have it, round 3 is over. What a great game against Alex. Finished that game to 160. Really great game. There's a really massive moment where I could see his Sanguinary Guard and Morvian Val's unit walked over and just absolutely melted the Sanguinary Guard. He whiffed on his save so badly, and I did manage to pick up the entire unit with Morvian Val's unit. So that was good, and that was really, I think, the turning point of that game. But yeah, finished off 160. Really great game. Nice to see the Angelic Host, kind of see what that can do and some of the tricks it can pull. But yeah, on to now game 4.
Look at the state of that there.
What I used to do with mine was if they had a transport. So that wraps up game 3. Absolutely exhausted now after the first day, but played Tyranids and I won, I think, 98 to 84. So it was a very good game, really good game, great opponent. We literally, I basically put him into bug jail. And by bug jail, I mean, I put scouts, I put everything just in front of the unit. You'll probably see a little graphic of where I managed to stop everything from moving from. And yeah, just stopped him leaving his deployment for 4 turns. Turn 5, he just tiptoed out. So just a bunch of bodies of Blood Angels just laying on the outskirts of his deployment zone. And yeah, Dante battle shocks a Norn. And then kills it, because he's a boss. So yeah, no, really good. After the first day, 2 wins, 1 loss. And pretty happy with that. Learning a lot about Liberator. I think there's a lot of... I'm starting to see where the army really works and where it doesn't. Like the Sand Guards, their ideal target. Like I feel that they can't go into like things with high toughness like T11 or strike T10 and T12, and a Feel No Pain on top of that, and then a 4-up invul. I mean, not many armies can, but the Sand Guard particularly, they don't punch up like my Death Company used to. So I'm noticing that in terms of win my games, but overall they have done well. The Sand Guard have done well. The Assault Intercessors with Judicia have done really well. Just having fights first everywhere is so good, but I've enjoyed it. Some amazing opponents, great games, and we'll see how we get on in day 2.
Morning. So, day 2 of Coventry. Hopefully I can have a better day 2 than day 1. Yeah, so I played against World Eaters, but I didn't really update you guys. I lost by 3 points or 5 points against one of the currently high-ranked World Eaters players. Yeah, it was actually very close, and I actually played better against him than I expected. Spoke to Steve at the end, and he was saying that my issue is that once I feel like I've lost the game, I kind of throw it, and I'm a bit negative towards it. I somewhat agree, but I did play my best. But I could see on the board how it was going. And when you're losing your assets, and the cards aren't going in your favour, and the dice aren't going there, there's not really much you can do. Just try and score maximum you could. So I think we actually finished 83, 85 or 83, 88. It was something like that. But no, I played better than I expected to play. He had Angron, and I actually deleted a lot of his units very early on. I went second. He pushed forward, sent me to Jackal Jail. But due to my 5-up invulnerable save and Feel No Pain that I popped, I actually managed to weather the storm from his Jackal attacks, but managed to wipe a lot of him on the attack back. I basically heroic intervened with the Lord Invo to wipe that squad. I left one Jackal, which then gave me the ability then to walk through and try and push back up. I ignored Angron, and I just went for his 8-bound and his Lord Invo just to try and delete those kind of like fast moving assets. My biggest threat and the most annoyance of the whole game was not even Angron, it was the 10 brick of Core Berserkers with a mass execution. When you're a melee army and you know that he fights first, I tried to go around the fight first by sending multiple units and trying to pile in, but every time I charged into him, he basically heroicked with like Angron or 8-bound, and it was just, yeah, he was a good player, he knew what he was doing. I learned a lot from him actually, from heavy moved. Game 4, I'm coming against Eldar. We're playing Burden of Trust, which is not a great map for anyone for scoring. I'm against Eldar. He's got a lot of shooting, he's got 3 fire prisms, and at this point in the tournament, I'm 1 and 2. I'm just going to go full send. Why not? If I go first, I'm literally just going to charge him and send absolutely everything in. Try and get his combat as quick as I can. And see how it goes. So, Jordan, who you got? What are you playing?
I've got guard, mate.
Oh,
There we go. Yeah, so I'm playing guard this morning. Guess what? Another 4-up invul. Because they're regimental advisors or whatever they're called, or the tech priests that sit behind the Rogaldorns. Woke up to this. Not this way.
oh yeah.
Well, it's alright, we're just being idiots and we're getting lost in the hotel. In a Premier Inn. Nope, lead us this way.
So it's game 4. It's game 4. And I'm up against Graham. We've played before with his Orks Dread Mob. I know this is going to be an awesome game already. So we had an awesome game last time, and this is going to be another awesome game.
Scored 9 points.
He scored 9 points last time. You can do, but you get 10 for being painted this time. Yeah. Okay. Right. Anyway, so here we go. I'm going first. Let's see what I can do.
Okay, so day 2, I've got guards, and I'm playing against Simon, and look at how aggressive he is being. This is guard turn 1. And do you know what? I just told Simon he might be my favourite guard player ever, because this is my dream. This is my dream. I love it. I've had my first turn. I have gone first, and this is where we're at. I was very cagey. We're playing Burden of Trust, so Jake, this is for you, mate. Over here, we have got the Sanguinor just chilling, and a few of the scouts. But yeah, we're gonna see how the game goes. But this is not what I expected. I'll say that.
So I'm against Eldar on Burden of Trust. There he is with the Infiltrate Scout block of some sort. And we put full send on this. Everything's on a table. No reserves. And I'm just going to charge up and see what happens. I got turn 1, I went on a corn dice with advancing charge and 2-inch movement. The idea is to try and wipe out that squad in the middle, re-roll the corn dice with CP, and then get the bomb from the bank.
So at the end of my turn 2, Gaz came out and I managed to kill him, along with a unit of looters, and also the Gorkanaut is down. The multi-melters had 6 hits and 6 wounds and put the hurt in, and then Morvi and Val killed off Gaz, and there it is.
So we get secure no man's land and storm hostile. It's not too bad then. And I've literally just full sent absolutely everything. And I've got a nice 4-up invulnerable aura here from the Demon Prince. I obliterated what was in the middle. I managed to get into his backfield and kill some swooping hawks. So I managed to get 9 points turn 1, secure no man's land, storm hostile, and everything's in the board. Everything's got a 4 within next to the Demon Prince. So yeah, let's see what my opponent can do so we can pull.
So we are on to turn 3, and it has been an absolute bloodbath. So we had a massive meeting in the middle, and it's looking quite good. We're still scoring. So this is where we're at the minute. The Sangard and the Assault Intercessors are trying to hold this pass here, but it's very tough. Getting through those Rogal Daunts has been an absolute nightmare. We've still got a few assets here, but I can imagine they're about to get shot off the board by these lovely looking Rogal Daunts over here. It's great. The Sanguinor is just holding over here for me, and it doesn't look like the Scouts can be long for the world either, but we will see moving into the final turns of the game.
Charged into me with a Wraith Blade, and I've intervened with the info. He failed his teleporty thing there because he couldn't kill this squad. He managed to kill 3 Exalted 8-man with 3 fire prisms. So he's charged in. So he's charged in with a Wraith Blade. I was rolling terrible on my invulnerable saves. He left 1 solo guy left with 1 wound. Come in with a Spirit Seer. He put 3 damage through on his fate dice, and look at the state of that. So he leaves with 1 wound left, going back into my attack back. Left the Incarn on 1 wound because he managed to pop a fate dice to save him. We full sent the 8-bound in. Demon Prince slapped the Viper. Is it Viper?
Yeah, Viper.
Demon Prince slapped the Viper, and we've got an 8-bound sitting absolutely everywhere through the board just to see what we can do. If we get the win, 100 to 46. My opponent actually wanted to concede turn 1. Spoke to him, I convinced him it's probably best to play, because rather than being 100-0, it could have been, he could have scored some points, which would have helped him in the rankings. So that's what we did. We played it, and he had a good game. And even though he knew we couldn't do anything, he still managed to pick up some units and score. But I managed to table him, other than he had 5 swooping orcs left at the end of the game. But mate, on this map with the Demon Prince, it was brutal. And I'm definitely going to try and play like I did just in my next game, and I hope they don't have a heavy shooting army, so let's see who I get the match with.
Okay, I've just drew my arch nemesis. It's John. He's from Team Pasty. Unnecessary calories, I say, but they do taste good. And it's playing his CSM. We're having a great game. I forgot to do filming because it's been such a good game. I've gone first. I killed a tank, and he's gone full send it. So we're going to see how this turn goes. How are you feeling, John?
Yeah, good.
He's feeling good. He's feeling good. I'm not. See what happens.
In 5, we are playing Scorched Earth. I have matched against Emperor's Children, is it?
Yeah, that's right.
Playing Raiders Detachment against Alex. So, scary because you've got to fight first. You need to fight first. You've got a brick of 10 possessed. Pretty scary. We are deployed. We're about to roll off to see who goes first. And here is the deployment for the World Eaters. Probably going to go full send again, see what happens. And then we've got a nasty brick there, and they look absolutely amazing when I do, so they look sick. We lost the roll off, so Alex goes first. I have chosen Feel No Pain, Advance and Charge. And let's just see if we can get into cover and avoid these possessed escapes. Yeah, let's see what we do. Move very aggressively with those possessed, so that's what we will do. Let's see if I can weather the storm on their attacks. You should just put everything.
I did opposite of what they thought my head was.
Yeah. So my opponent's come in with his possessed, managed to kill one exalted. He killed 2 regular 8-bound. I took a wound off another exalted, and on the fight back, I basically minced the squads, and he just rolled unfortunate. I think it was that because you're winning me on 5s, that was the issue. But
you're going to get Marines.
that was a good fight back. So now it goes into my turn. Turn 1. I'll go up a CP. We've got 5 up for no pain, advance and charge. So I need to draw some cards. Bring it down. And no prisoners. Charge everything in. We've got a squad of 3, 8-bound. The squad of 6. We've wrapped this tank. We've charged up the midpoint with the exalted against the jackals, and I can consolidate back to the point. We've got core berserkers and regular 8-bounds to wrap that tank. And let's have a bit of fun on no prisoners and bring it down and see what we can do. We killed 2 rhinos. He had to desperate escape due to where I was. So pretty brutal. He managed to hit me very hard back. Yeah, extremely hard back. Demon Prince is hanging every 1 wound. I denied him area denial and assassinate, so he didn't actually score any points there. I managed to claim my objective back there on the fight back. So I'm going in holding 3 objectives, so that was lucky. We managed to get the win against the Emperor's Children. It was a 85-50 win to myself. Again, I played very aggressive, maybe too aggressive, and on his fight back in his turn 2 and his shooting, I kind of underestimated the fact that Raiders had -3 in objectives, so we kind of like picked up a few units, but because I deleted a lot of his tanks and tied him up, I think that kind of weathered the storm and managed to deny him primary, which won me the game in the end.
Okay, so that is the end of my game 5, and I've just played Toby. Absolutely amazing game, mate. He was a great opponent, and yeah, Renegade Raiders, those Rupert Marines are horrible. 1 Rupert Marine, the Sparring Sorcerer, 1-shotted the Sanguinor on 4 wounds, 666, and I rolled 1s, 2s, and 3s. 1, 2s, and 1s on my saves, and he absolutely crumbled and died. But I managed to win the game. Going second helped me massively, giving me like a 25-point swing at the end of the game, which, yeah, sorry about that, Toby. But yeah, unfortunately, I managed to burn all the objectives at the end, going second, and really good game though. Vanguard, they did all right in that one. There was no 4 pinballs really for me to worry about in that one, so that was nice. But I'm about to go into Votan now, which is against Tom. Jake, this is for you, bro. A Wild League's appeared.
Wildly, I won.
You won?
Yes, I'm 3-2 now. Push these oh, sorry, I beat the wrong thing.
I can't bleed that many times, bro.
What's the bleep for you?
Well,
yeah, bro.
Yeah, what you got now?
I don't know. Is Parents up?
Parents up. He doesn't even know. Well, look, we're going to find out Parents and we'll record for the next game. But yeah, Votan for me, and Lee has got... Oh, he doesn't even know. Well, we'll see you in the next round.
So it's round something lots, 6 I think, and it's Army of Faith versus Aiden, and we've never played, but we're having a great game. It's a super tight, super close game, and yeah, against Sisters.
16-14 to use.
And it's 16-14, so I think end the game there, that'd be great.
Stop the camera.
We'll stop the camera and we'll end the game there, that'd be great. Thanks very much. Yes, I know it's going to be a great game. It's going to be super tight, super close, and I have got quite lucky for once on the 6s, so I'm happy about this. Aidan, how do you feel about that?
Sub-ideal.
Sub-ideal.
I have 1 real good ice now, it's a 3.
Well, you've been spending yours. I've not. I've been, you know, saving them. I'm a saver. Anyway, back to the game. Okay, so into my turn 2. Managed to heroic intervene with these guys earlier and then got a little wrapping trap off. So there's 10 Arcos trapped in here, they can't come out. Then we've took some Arcos here, Val's made it forward. So yeah, it's looking great so far, but Aidan is a fantastic opponent, he really is. And incredibly sporting, we're having a great game. And it's just super tight, exactly how you want to play 40k, it's absolutely awesome. Let's see what Aidan can do in his turn 3.
I've now been matched with Tyranids. Now, I know Tyranids like the back of my hand, and I know if I was playing Tyranids, I could shut down. I really can shut down Auditors. He's only got 1 Lictor, you've got 2 Exocrines, you've got 2 Manifactors. So let's just get in there fast and see what we can do. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous amounts of Gorns. You've got Sustained against Infantry and all infantry unit models.
Oh, just for the vlog?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, yeah. Let's see what happens. I'm not looking forward to this one, but it's going to be fun.
Oh, yes, you are.
Turn 1, the opponent has pulled Assassination and Established. Are you keeping? Are you burning? Yeah, we're on VT Vlog, so is what it is. Terraformed here, and he's established Locust in the centre of objective, centre of the battlefield. Goes into my turn 1, and we pull Cleanse. And behind enemy lines. Marvellous. Too many nids, too many bodies, too much OC, just can't do it. Just getting flooded with bodies, so much OC. One of the things that World Eaters struggle with, bodies and OC, but that's the game, that's the matchups, I'm having fun.
Okay, so this is round 3 against Tom and his Votan, and it's looking pretty rough, but we have got Dante. He's probably going to get shot off the board, so we'll see how that goes. But overall, yeah, it's been a bit rough for the first few turns, but there's still a way I can pull this back, I think. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, Sanguinor's come down in the middle, just stood there, holding on to a lamb fort with all his might. Ballista's here. It's literally just one-shotted a Sagittar. Well, 2-shotted, actually. Probably like 4-shotted. About 4-shotted. A Sagittar. He's done well. And forced bring it down to be kept as well. So, mission accomplished.
Mate, I had to try and chew through 3 squads of 20 Gorns to try and kill the Horde. I managed to pick off 2. I'll give it to him. His play and how he positions and his tactical, how he moves and takes away his models has been insane. You see it on paper and you think you can decimate it, but when you play somebody who can line the models up, screen you out, and then move block, reactive move, mate, it's played really well. I managed to score 16 points then on my secondaries for containing 2 corners and killing 2 squads on the Horde. Over to my opponent's second turn, and let's turn 3. We actually had to call the game on turn 4 because we ran out of time. You know, he had ridiculous amounts of bodies, he had OC. If it went to turn 5, he probably would have tabled me, but I think because of the terraforms and the sticky objectives, I think I still would have swung it. I had 16 points in a 1 turn of secondaries because I had containment, and I scored 2 kill the Horde units, so 16 points. So that sustained choice really saved my life. But insane player, 76, 59, and we're going into tomorrow at 4-2. So let's see what happens.
Day 3, and I've got the wrong shirt on. Can't believe it. I'm not organised with the rest of the team, but Ben's here with the right shirt on for day 3. And yeah, anyway, so this morning I've got Chaos Space Marines again. So me and Aidan had an awesome game last round. It was absolutely fantastic. Wonderful opponent. Would love to play Aidan again. And yeah, yesterday was an awesome day of gaming. I had a great game against my second round opponent yesterday, John. That was a really wonderful game. Lovely opponent, and would love to play him again. And actually, I think I'd love to get him on stream as well. So he can leave his pasty dice at home. They're rolling way too many sixes for my liking. But yeah, so yeah, John, if you watch this, if you want to play on stream, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, all in all, had a great day of gaming. The Orks game as well against Graham was fantastic. Ben,
yeah,
you got quite unlucky yesterday, didn't you? But
I don't know, lucky in a way. I got to play some really good games.
You did.
I was on stream for 2 of my 3 games as well.
But what I mean, you had a very, very, very narrow loss, didn't you?
Lost by 2 points to Nassim in the end.
Yeah.
A very, very good game. Played Brian on stream as well. That was a really, really good game. And then
2 fantastic players, Brian and Nassim. Yeah.
Reese in between was Imperial Knights as well. The Imperial Knight list was a lot better than I was expecting. It really surprised me.
Yeah.
But they're really good. Really, really good. He played it really well as well.
I think a bit of a sleeper, I reckon, you know.
Yeah.
They're creeping back in.
Yeah. But no, they're all tough games.
And now we're just waiting for Jordan and Lee.
Yeah. I currently don't have an opponent for round 1 today, so I'm waiting to see who it will be.
Yeah.
Because my opponent's dropped out.
It's quite a long 3 days. Some people feel like, oh, actually, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Want to get a bit of my weekend back, or spend it with family or whatever. So anyway, yeah, come on, Lee and Jordan, let's get going. But on the plus side, I left a monster in the car, so it's nice and cold. So there we go. Some things, silver linings, and all that. Anyway, CSM for me. Who have you got this morning? Oh, you don't know. We just said that. Cool. I wasn't
Maybe
listening.
I've just got to walk around for a few hours.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. You could be my water boy and caddy. You could like remove my dead models and put them on the tray.
Yeah.
And roll big 6s for me when I need them. Cool, got it. Right, anyway, see you guys in a bit. So it's round 8, 7, 7. Round 7. I'm up against Jamie, and we're having a great game with this CSM. Yeah, the big push is happening from the CSM. You just got waves and waves and waves. But we're having an awesome game, and yeah. Let's see how this turn pans out. I don't think it's going to go well for me. It's looking a bit grim, I'll show you.
The Arcos as well.
Right, okay, so what do you need?
A 6.
And what happened last time you needed this?
A 5.
You can't write this. This is Warhammer right here.
Oh my god.
Right, the final day of Coventry is here, and I'm playing against Richards. We had an amazing game, I think at Oxford, I think it was we played, and he played his Orks, his Dreadmob at that game. But now I'm playing his GSC, so I'm playing a very similar list to what Jake's been running. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to go full send. Alright, I'm just going to run it in, and let's just hope I can kill enough of them that it don't come back. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how the Vanguard do in this matchup as well. I think they should do alright, but yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting game. I'm looking forward to this one. Rich is a great opponent, so yeah, I'll keep you updated throughout the rounds. So this is my deployment as well. Everything is on the line. We also have units just all out here. The scouts are unfortunately probably not long for this world right now. There's an amazing looking army as well. Some amazing conversions. Seb, you're going to be so happy because there are rats in this army. So yeah, it's a really cool army. I can't wait to play this game. Yeah, on to Richard's turn 1. He has gone first, so yeah.
So Team VT are all on the top table. So we've got Jordan over there on table 12, Steve on table 6, Ben's on the top table, so I'm on table 14. So it's not bad performance for Team VT. Totes Emosh been matched against Team Iceland player today. He's got Admech. He's got loads of movement shenanigans. Yeah, he can -1 to hit me in combat. It's going to be a very hard game. But every game I've had here has been tough. So that's what to expect when you're playing this kind of level. It's a sharp tank here. But this is how you learn. I'm enjoying it, amazingly enjoying it. Like, I've been full sending everything. I won all 3 games yesterday, which I'm impressed with. So yeah, let's just full send, play for turn 1 and see what happens. And I'll cut back with the deployment.
We've literally, it's 8 bound city in there.
I lost the roll off a turn 1. I rolled a 5, he rolled a 6. He's completely infiltrated me out. It's going to be one of them games. He's on all the points. Bar 1. Let's scare out my deployment zone. I was half tempted to do a sneaky little scare out just to try and stop the move, but he'll just shoot and blast me. So I think let him come in. He's going to block me in for 2 turns, and then I need to try and hit hard from turns 2 and 3 and see if I can move up and kill some things. But I've got a lot of stuff. Got loads of last cannon shots here. But yeah, see what happens. Bouncing everything up to block me in my deployment zone. Fair play. That is boss play move. That's exactly what I would have done. And this is why World Eaters are very one-dimensional, but they're fun to play. So I really need to try and slap. I'm hoping he charges me, so I can slap him in combat. But we'll see what happens. He might not even charge me and just stay there and block me for a turn. Hopefully he leaves some gaps so I can sneak through. So I scored 11 last round because I managed a sticky, and I just moved up, OC'd him, moved up to there with extend battle lines, and I had no prisoners. Opponents just pulled area denial, which is bye-bye to the exalted, so see what happens. So he shoots in 39 flame shots into the exalted. 39 flame shots. He's running on 5, so let's see what he gets. Hopefully 1. Okay, I'll give him 2. We got 18 through. Game 7, I lost 99-62. I literally could not score any primary, and my primary was going to score towards the end of the game. I had to fight through. Kept on sending wave after wave after wave. I scored half decent on the primaries, managed to sabotage for 6, contain for 3. He was a very, very good player. His movement was amazing. The way he screened absolutely smashed me. But it was what to be expected. I nearly turned 1. I rolled a 5. He rolls a 6. That's the way it goes. But man, I enjoyed it. It was fun. So hopefully I can still climb back a 5 and 3 at this tournament. If I go 4 and 4, I'm still happy.
So that is the end of my game 7, and yes, I lost that one unfortunately. It was very, very close to the end. Coming down to Sanguinor just rolling a 1 on one of his attacks. Otherwise I would have won the game. Clinched it at the very end, but he played very well. So honestly, Richard, you are an amazing opponent. It's always great to play you, mate. But GSC, they just wouldn't die. I worked out at the end, and it was 1850 points of models came back, so that was rough. It was very difficult. I was enjoying the game, but I said to my opponent it was just very difficult to keep a level head in that one. And we both talked at the end. It was like he was very impressed with how I managed to almost score the game. I was very impressed with that as well. But yeah, very happy with that. And on to game 8, where I'm going to be playing World Eaters now, so this is going to be interesting. Hopefully the Fights First actually comes up and the Sanguinary Guard can prove their use. But in the last game, 2 minor lasers killed 5 Sanguinary Guard and failed all my 4 pinballs, and they just died. So that was also very rough. But it's all good. On to the next one. I'm doing very well at the minute. I've still won at 4 games and lost 3. So let's see if we can round off the event with 5 wins and 3 losses. But let's see.
Game of the day against Martin, and it's my worst nightmare. I've avoided Necrons all game, and now we got Hypercrypts, and it's full on Cetan with that big mudder.
And all googly eyes.
So yeah, it's just, yeah, we'll see what happens. I've done all my scouts. I've got turn 1. Let's see what we can do. We start the game, we get area denial and engagement all front. I've done 5 wounds to one of them goggly-eyed, and I lost 5-8 men in return. However, silver linings, I scored 9 on my secondaries. Woohoo!
Okay, so round 8 of the event, and I'm playing World Eaters against Mark. This is going to be an interesting one. Both combat armies, we're just going to run at each other, and we're just going to see who's the better melee threat. Either the Khornate worshippers or the ones that Khorne actually wanted. So let's see how this game goes. It's going to be very aggressive. I mean, Mark has been very aggressive already, which I love. So this is his turn 1, his deployment. Mark has gone first. Perfect. amazing conversions with all the Seraphon look as well. It's amazing. And then this is my deployment as well. So let's see how the turn goes.
Get overwhelming force and sabotage. Kill one Cetan. One's got 6 left, but they hit so hard back. My Exalted are just dropping. I've got a squad of 6 Exalted in there, which killed a squad of X marks for overwhelming force. I'm doing quite well on my secondaries. I've denied my primary. I just need to keep weathering the storm and see if I can survive.
It's now turn 3. It's been an absolute bloodbath so far. We've both lost a lot. Dante and his Vanguard gave into the red thirst, battle shocked themselves, and killed everything on this objective, bar Angron, who heroically intervened, or not heroic, depending on which way you're looking at it, came in and killed the rest of the Sanguinary Guard and Dante. But we have cleared a massive one. We've still got to fight first here on the Captain and the Vanguard, and we do have the Judicious sat in the middle with his Assault Intercessors. But yeah, it's been an absolute bloody fight so far. And yeah, we're going into turn 3.
30 points. Managed to kill 3 Cetan. Got the Nightbringer, Tyranids coming out. It's pretty brutal. He's dropping his 3 into blasting the board for Storm Hostile. I'm managing to hold more. I managed to kill more. I did manage to deny and kill more last round, which was what I needed. So I only scored 4 there. And I'm coming it up, so if I can just get through these 2 turns, support with cards, I might come home with the win. See what happens. End of the game. 79-75 a loss to Hyper Crypts, but they're just the uppy downy, the teleporting, the 3-inch deep strike, too much to deal with, and again it's on purge, so I have no shooting whatsoever, just melee, so I'm very limited in how I can kill, and the -1 damage on a Cetan, it's so hard to chew through. I thought I could tank the Nightbringer with the Demon Prince with a with a half damage, and he killed me to the wound, which then gave him the extra point. I'm thinking about it now, if that Demon Prince had been alive, it'd be a tie. So I would have drew if the Demon Prince had been alive. So that's just broke. And I actually probably could have scored no prisoners.
I did score you fit.
Oh, the extra killed that, yeah. But yeah.
And going through most of this event, we had somebody on a draw. Unfortunately, that didn't continue all the way through to the end. But what we did have was, aside from our champion, a very, very hotly contested 2nd and 3rd place. This gentleman almost beat the person whose name I'm going to read out in a moment. I believe it was 3 failed charges that lost you the game, Ben. Come on up, 3rd place. If he could roll 8 of 3 times 2d6, this would have been our champion, but alas, maybe next time. Moving on to 2nd place. What to say about this guy? He's clearly been coaching himself, because this guy has gone from being a 3 and 2 player to a 4 and 1 player, now a 7 and 1 player as a boxing. Come on up. 2nd place.